Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Ken Furr. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Today we're going to be doing a meter light lux demonstration. We did this against several certified projection screens on live. We're going to do another one pre-record because I want to show exactly how amazing my screen looks. And keep in mind, it's hard to get the screen to show off the quality of the screen due to the fact when we're doing stream, but we're going to be doing a demonstration. I got my meter right here on the floor. So I have a certified official light meter. My meter was made by a company called Dr. Meter. There's a link where you can actually check out the specifications on my meter. Very easy to use, just a one button touch and that's it. So let me show you the meter first. Over here. And I'm going to turn it on. So here's my meter. Now as you can see, I don't have it in the front where the lumens from the projector could make contact with the meter and that could disrupt my count. I don't have any extra lights in the environment, like a light here or a light here or a light here, boosting the count on the meter. We have it back here, and I don't have any light coming in from the window that can make contact to the screen in any way whatsoever. I mean, to the meter in any way whatsoever. So we have the meter right here, right under the projector, to make sure that we're getting accurate lighting from the environment. So I'm going to show you how much light we have in our environment. I'm going to go over here and turn my meter on. Now my meter, and that's the sensor right there, is reading how much light we have in the environment. There is my lux count right there. Very easy meter to use. Just hit that one button right there, LUX, and it starts giving your reading on how much light you're generating in the environment. Now this is fantastic because now when I do demonstrations and I talk about how our screen's taking so much ambient light, I can actually have an accurate reading of exactly how much light the screen, the environment is pulling in, and how much light my screen is physically taking in and maintaining a nice bright image without the screen washing out or fading. So in this demonstration, I'm going to show you where gray and white screens can't go. Well, they can't produce color, and they definitely can't produce contrast. So we're going to do some contrast demonstrations, and if any light or gray screens out there feel that they can do the same demonstration, we look forward to seeing it. With the count of your lumen count, or your lux count you have in your environment. And as you can see, we're nowhere in the line of that 222 or 221. We are way, way, way beyond that. All right, so let's get this started. Come out of that one. And you can see where our screen is going to be to maintain beautiful color, beautiful contrast in a fully lit environment. And especially over there, we have the meter over there keeping track of how much light we have in the environment. Like I said, the demonstrations I've seen from people, we're not using this model right here. From using basically, I saw an individual, he was using a cell phone app. Cell phone app's not going to be accurate, to tell you the truth. It's a third-party app, and it's not going to be accurate. This machine right here is a certified machine. That's what this machine's designed for. It's not an app. So you're going to get accurate reading from this machine. Let's come over here, get ourselves some demonstrations. We could do some colors also too. I'm going to show you that we can show contrast levels, something that a white or gray screen cannot do. Contrast demonstrations. Let me see what we can get here. Here we go. Let's start off with the Sony contrast demonstration. Go back a minute. I was just playing this earlier today, that's why. Alright, let's begin here. So as you can see, we're pulling off a beautiful contrast level. Can't say 100 because these screens are not black, but as you can see, the contrast level is absolutely outstanding. And so we're doing this in a fully lit environment. Let me back up for a minute so I can show you how much light we have in the environment. Turn my air conditioner off. we're in a fully lit environment. My projector is sitting back a good distance from the screen. From where my screen starts at and where it ends, we're around probably about 14 to 15 feet back. So it's fantastic that I can come here and show you my meter, show you how much light we're pulling in. On top of that, showing you how bright the environment is. Now, when you do a meter test, and some people I think got this mixed up, when you do a meter test, especially involving a projection screen, number one, you can't have any extra physical lights making contact with the meter. Because therefore, now you're jumping your meter, and the numbers are off. So you have to have it in a room where there's the only light you have in the room is the physical light that comes in the room. Adding extra lights to hit the meter, all you're doing is basically just jumping your count. And having the meter sitting in front of the screen is not good because, like I said, your lumens from your projector is automatically going to jump that meter also. So that's why we have ours back here, so that way we get an accurate reading and nothing's going to be tampering with the reading at all. I think my subs are on, I'm not sure. Let me check something for a minute. I think my subs are not on. Speakers are not even on. They're on Bluetooth. Yeah. I was wondering, I was like, where's the finding sound here? And I realized they're Bluetooth and they're not even hooked up. Give me a minute. Missing our sound, it's not even in. Sorry about that. Now we got sound. It's like, wait, why is it so low? Maintaining our contrast levels with no problem. go back and take a look at the meter, see where we're at in the meter. See where we're coming at. $475. So 475, 483, 490. Almost getting near 500. And mind you, light constantly fluctuates in the environment. And even with the light constantly fluctuating in the environment, we are way above that 220 or 221 that the other individual was claiming to be such a high number, even though he had lights making contact with the screen. And he was manipulating the count. Let's go over to, what's this one right here?
It used to take forever to pull together presentations, but it always surprises me what we...
Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, very dark contrast demonstration. Look at that. That's something a gray or white screen would have a really hard time trying to pick up. And that's why I said they don't have the ability to pull that contrast level that's needed. How beautiful that looks. I wonder what the demonstrations they have. Let's see what they have on here. Okay, I can't use any of these. Let's go over to LG Beta Fish. We're in here earlier playing this video also. We're in here playing this one too. Let's go back. Now like I said, in this video, we can do bright levels easily, but I'm just going to do strictly contrast. Just to show you that in this demonstration, that no gray screen or white screen or gray screen mix, but have the ability to mimic the exact same demonstration we're doing right now and show the meter count on how much light the room is pulling in. So in other words, I'm saying is they will not reach the level that we're hitting right now in this environment for the meter reading, and they will not be able to produce the contrast level in a fully lit environment. And this means no darkening. Usually when I watch these demonstrations with these lighter screens, they're constantly doing demonstrations in the dark when it comes to contrast levels. We can easily do this in a fully lit environment. I can bring my projector all the way back here, and you can see the projection screen, the environment, and the meter, and still see the image with no problem. We don't have to hug the screen to make the image seem that it can pull black level or do it in the dark. So my question is, can a gray or white screen match this demonstration? Can they see contrast? This is a really dark demonstration. I think it's a Panasonic makes this demonstration. It's really, really crazy dark. Let's go with oh, better yet, Panasonic 4K demonstration. See if we can find it. All right, let's try this one. I'm just looking for the contrast only. We can easily do, here we go. We can easily do white levels with no problem. It's the contrast levels I want to see the other screens do. So see if they can basically match the demonstration. And of course, yes, meter readings must be displayed. Back from a distance. Now, before I feel that when doing this demonstration, it must be performed on a 100-inch 16:9 screen, or 169 the ratio of the screen. The 100-inch at 16:9, nothing lower. And see, we pull our white levels beautifully. Need another dark demonstration. Do the OLED horse. Oh, in there too. We're doing that one today too. We're all over doing these videos. All right, so the OLED horse. Now mind you, my meter. Let's go back before we start this one. Let's check my meter again. Let's see how much light we're bouncing back and forth in here. So we're in that 400 mark. We're not in the 500 mark. We're in that 400 mark, like 450, 460. We're in that mark right there. So as you can see, with that much light in the environment, our screen's not even washing out or fading. Let's go back. We're just going to show the horse only. Like I said, I want to keep this contrast almost nice and dark. With a demonstration nice and dark. We're going to do the star field display next. As you can see, the screen's picking up beautiful deep reds. If it didn't have the capability to pull white level, then you would not be able to see the deep reds. They would come up too dark. environment. Our red colors are not washing out. Maintaining very beautiful, bright, vivid colors, despite how much light we have in the environment. All right, let's go back. I want to keep this in the contrast. Let's go with my personal favorite. If I can get it to go. Starfield Screensaver. This is a demonstration we requested multiple times that was never ever done.
Back to Atlantic City. Visit Atlantic City.
Not a very easy demonstration to do. Probably gonna get another commercial. There we go. So that's our Starfield display. Let's go pause this for a minute. Let's see what our meter's bringing up and how much light we have in the environment. Are we coming in at? Almost getting near 500. So at 504. So you notice that our readings are not dropping, they're actually going up. So 507, 508, that's where we're bouncing around right now. So if you notice that I told you light constantly changes in the environment. And instead of our light dropping, it's actually getting higher. Alright, so let's start this one right here. Now keep in mind, if you were to stick any gray or white screen against this, they would automatically wash out right from the door. And as I said when I said that, when you do a demonstration involving contrast, you must be standing at a distance away from the screen, so that way the customer, or whoever's viewing it, can see the entire environment, plus the screen and how the balance of black levels are going to react. If you're standing so close to the screen, especially in the dark, number one, you're supposed to be with the lights on, and number two, you're supposed to be at a distance. Too close to the screen means no one's going to be able to get a judgment or be able to get an understanding exactly where the black levels lay if the person is sitting too close to the screen. Come back in and put the zoom in. That looks mystical, doesn't it? Let's go with all this. New York City nighttime screensaver. I haven't done this one in a while. This is another very, very, very dark contrast. And before we start this, let's pause for a minute. I told you, light's going to constantly change. Let's see where the meter's at right now. Where we're coming at on the meter. Let's see, it's going to fluctuate back and forth. So as long as we don't drop under 300, if we're not at 300 or 200, that's where we don't want to be at. We're going to keep it up around 4 and 5. That's where we want to stay at. Distance back. Now, I know we do these demonstrations. Some people get offended, and the first thing they'll do is do a demonstration saying, hey, look, this is how black the screens come up. It's kind of virtually impossible to do now since we got a meter reader over here. And the meter reader will give us an accurate reading on exactly how much light's in the environment. Which means our screens are maintaining perfectly and easily with that much light. If the screens were as dark as they were set in the video, there'd be no way in the world you'd be to see them with this much light in the environment, especially with that reader down there. Alright, so we're going to leave off of this real quick, and I'm just going to show you one thing before we leave. I'm just going to do this because, you know, like I said, we always get the individuals that get very offended by it, and the first thing they'll do is, hold on for a minute, beautiful butterflies, 4K. The first thing they'll do is they'll do a demonstration saying, well, this is how dark it really comes up. But like I said, virtually impossible. We got an accurate, certified meter reader right there, and it's telling how much light's in the environment. So if the screens came up that dark, you wouldn't be able to see them. Look how beautiful the images are. Look how beautiful the colors come up on the screen. Nothing washes out, nothing fades, none of that nonsense. You're getting real accurate color. Let me zoom up here a little bit so you can see all this. How beautiful that looks. I should have went with beautiful relaxing butterflies. Let's try that one. Beautiful relaxing butterflies. There we go. That would definitely bring it up. Make sure we have the right one. Let's try this one right here. I think I hit the wrong one, but I'm gonna see something from it. Yeah, I did hit the wrong one. I wanted that one right there.
Sleep before sleep number was just that. It was just sleep. My sleep number 360 smart bed helps me stay at peak performance. Every moment.
Even the commercials would be virtually impossible to see.
Every waking moment count.
Probably get another commercial in there. No, we didn't. Good. All right, there we go. So I can show you how amazing the white levels are on this technology. And this is just for the individuals who, you know, they don't want to back up their work and try to do the same demonstration we're doing right now, but they'll come back and say something like, well, the product's so dark you can't see it. Well, this is what we're displaying right now. So as you can see, the technology pulls amazing white levels, amazing color, and insane contrast levels. And that's what we challenge. We challenge any white screen or gray screen, certified or screen paint mix, to do the exact same demonstration. And also to have your meter right there so we can see exactly how much light, physical light, is in the environment. And as you can see, we are way up on those numbers. Let's come over here for a minute and let's check it again. See where we're at. Numbers are jumping again because, like I said, light fluctuates in the environment constantly all the time. As long as we stay on a certain level, we don't want to be at 3 and we don't want to be at 2. And I'll back this up a little bit so you can see how beautiful those white levels are from a distance. You can also see where my meter is sitting. Like I said, we don't have any lights hitting the meter at all. It stands by itself. Right here on the bottom, we have it down on the floor. And then over here, we don't have the meter near the projection screen, which the reason why I don't do, because like I said, the projector can overlap the screen a little bit. Even if it's like a bright gray or a white screen, it's going to reflect light. It's going to reflect light on the ceiling, the floors, and that light may reflect onto the meter. So make sure we get an accurate reading. We have it pulled away back here, so that way nothing can disrupt it. We can get an accurate reading on the light in the environment. That's just showing you how dark the technology is. Like I said, dark technology. How beautiful those white levels are. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Now the screen paint we're using right here is our new Phoenix. This is our ambient light rejection, our advanced ambient light rejection. This is the Phoenix Gamer Paint, and this stuff has been selling quite well. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. So let me get out of here real quick. Got much to do. And y'all have a wonderful, blessed day.